Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. Today I'll be reviewing many altcoins. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert. Do your own research. So I'll just briefly go into BTC USD just because it's important to understand the context of all these altcoins. Whenever Bitcoin dumps, I believe that we're in a current environment where altcoins will dump as well. Bitcoin broke out of its range that it's been in for several months from 30 to 40,000 and almost reached 50,000 before pulling back. We're at a point where, as I said, if Bitcoin dumps, then I also believe that altcoins will also dump. So any advice that I give you here, it's all dependent on that. Like it's high beta, like much more volatility for all these altcoins in general, and you just have to take that into account, that whenever Bitcoin starts to dump, then altcoins will dump even harder. And alternatively, if Bitcoin like goes up just a little bit, then you'll see like many good altcoins also like do better as well. So just like much more volatile on both ends of the spectrum, as it always usually is. So where are we at right now in a context standpoint? Bitcoin is just like ranging between kind of this 44K area and this like 50K area or 48K area. I don't really see anything really happening on either end. I just expect it to continue ranging. 40K and 42K are the areas of interest if they come, like, you know, certainly areas of interest. If this 44K area breaks down, then I expect 42K to come, and then potentially 40K as well. There is a lot of EMA confluence with this 200 EMA on the 4-hour. Something like 42K would be interesting to me. But as I said, I'm not really going to review Bitcoin right now. I do believe it's in a ranging environment. If 40K comes, then I believe there will be some big dips on altcoins. If this goes up to like 50 to 55,000, then I think that altcoins will generally still be okay. I don't think they'll pull back. I do believe we're in an environment where Alt USD goes up with Alt BTC. BTC USD. So let's briefly look at Ethereum. Ethereum looks okay for right now. It is pulling back from a rejection area. This is a supply zone around 32K to 35. I did expect it to go to 35, but that was more dependent on Bitcoin going to 50,000. To me, it just looks like it's consolidating. Like I was kind of targeting this range high around 28 or 2,900. If this 2,900 area breaks, then I think that we'll more likely see something like 2,600 or so to 24. Kind of like this bullish demand area here would be an area of interest to me. It would be confluent also. I'm expecting this 200-day EMA to also start to edge up a little bit and kind of start ticking up. And the faster EMAs will obviously, it's already right there. So if we see a BTC breakdown to 40,000, then I expect some of these lower levels to come. But until that time, I expect this just to continue chopping all around. I mean, Ethereum is not really, I mean, it is an altcoin, of course, but it moves more like Bitcoin because of just like how large of a market cap it is in general. Like it'll follow Bitcoin, and it's going to pump too, but it's not going to pump as hard as like some of these lower captured coins for obvious reasons. It's almost like an altcoin in its own. But yeah, to me, it just looks like it's in a ranging environment right now. It'll go as Bitcoin goes. ETH BTC still looks good on a high time frame context. I mean, to me, this is still like a bullish market structure. Like we're seeing, especially on higher time frame charts, we're seeing higher highs and higher lows. We saw like these lows established, and these are just like higher lows established overall. And it's also very important to see that these lows take a long time to form. Like they take weeks to form. Like this one took several weeks to form. This one took several weeks to form. Like, you know, these other lows, this takes a long time to form. And obviously, like, lows look differently on all different contexts. Like sometimes you'll get like a rounded bottom, which takes a lot longer. Sometimes you'll just get like an accumulation, which is like in a tight range. So something like this. Sometimes you'll get V-shaped reversals, which are like very quick recoveries. So like this. It just depends. Like, you know, every low looks different. But I mean, regardless, what I'm trying to say is like, right now we're seeing this area like potentially form like a low. In my opinion, it is like forming a low because high time frame context, this is still bullish to me. Like it's still making higher highs and higher lows. So it wouldn't surprise me to see price eventually break this 085 area in the coming kind of weeks, and then like maybe pull back and then, you know, go up. But everything always goes faster than you think it will in crypto. Like, you know, nobody saw this like March move going from 03 to 08 or whatever. So anyways, yeah, I do believe this is still bullish for ETHUSD. Okay, let's look at some altcoins here. Altcoins have been really good. I'll go into Luna and Solana first. And the reason I'm going to go into Luna and Solana is because when you see coins do like what they've done strength-wise in this like overall context, like in the context I mean is that Q4 is usually a good time for altcoins, and that's when you see them all collectively pumping. And to see these coins make this kind of accumulation and then like a break towards all-time high levels is just absolutely wild to me. Like I did not expect to see this. Like I expected to see a lower high, and I actually shorted from like 14 or something like that, and actually made some profit for this move right here. This is where I made some profit, but given the overall context of the environment, like the market was like very bullish for altcoins, and Luna was just like hanging around, I just like cut my short for profit and like I didn't even try reshorting. I was going to consider starting to reshort around 22, 23, but then after I saw the way that price got there is kind of grinding around and every other altcoin is popping off, I just like did not even try it because I mean, it's just very dangerous. And this really, I'm glad I didn't, obviously, because this like went fucking nuts. I mean, to see this go as strong as it did, same with Solana, which we'll review in a sec, it was just very surprising to me to see. Now, when you see coins like this popping off, these will usually steal a lot of liquidity from the altcoins. So like, you know, if you're in Matic or like some other altcoin, you're going to ask yourself like, why isn't my altcoin moving? It's because a lot of the money is going towards the super trending stuff. Like the overall volume for these coins is very high. Just like lots and lots of trading activity for these types of coins, lots of volatility, which, you know, we traders love for both ends of the spectrum. I do believe that coins like this and Solana need to cool off a little bit. I did use this fib extension, and it actually turns out this fib extension was pretty much ideal. $33 was like this swing high, and this fib extension is like a perfect kind of tool to use for targets for when prices are reaching all-time highs. We did see this tap this area, and usually these fib extensions are good SR levels as well. So we're still seeing mind-boggling volume coming in on the 4-hour. It wouldn't surprise me to see this cool a little bit more, and dips are usually good for buying in these situations. So like something like 25 or something like that would be a pretty solid first entry. 23 also, there's going to be like liquidity there, like pretty big demand zone right there if it comes. Again, the consolidation can come in several different ways. It can come in a dip. It can come in just like kind of this like ranging type of consolidation. There's a lot of different ways that price can chop around. So yeah, that's kind of like what we're viewing, or what I'm viewing right now for Luna. Like I'm definitely looking to buy dips on this one. If Bitcoin does go to 40,000 or something, then I wouldn't be surprised to see this pull back even farther. But it's also very important to understand that Solana and Luna, these types of coins, their dips will get bought up very, very strongly. So something like 22 or whatever might be like the low that it comes. Solana looks strong as well. Again, use this fibs extensions. 83 did not come, and price kind of pulled back. Still like very strong volume coming in, but similar to Luna, I would be expecting some sort of like consolidation slash cooling off period for this coin because of how insane it has gone. Now it's really going to be dependent on the market environment as well, though. Like, you know, if if the entire altcoin market just still continues going very strong, then I expect this to like make another leg up. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of chop between $60 to $75 or so. And like 60 would be like a solid buy in my opinion. I mean, the area got bought up very quickly last time, and I suspect there still will be like some bids there. But yeah, I mean, Solana and Luna, those two coins look absolutely like super strong. Like here's my fib extension. Yeah. Let's look at Link. Link looks decent overall. The 200-day EMA got flipped as support, this red line. It was like resistance. It was support all along here, and then it became resistance. And now it flipped support. Price kind of made this kind of not necessarily a rounded bottom, like more like almost like a half rounded bottom, half V-shaped reversal. I expect more chop between $25 and $30. That's kind of like my overall opinion of what's going to happen with something like Link. I expect this to like kind of just chop around for a bit and then kind of start making a move up in later Q4. It did make great recoveries, obviously, from like $13, and it doubled in price, but I'm still expecting this to chop around. Not really an active trade for me personally. I mean, the liquidity on Link is like fantastic, obviously. So if you trade big size, then you'll want to trade something like this. But if you trade big size, then you already know this. So DOT, similar to Link, I actually expect this somewhat similar, but I think to me, DOT fundamentals seem like stronger in the short term. Like there seems to like be some big stuff going on with DOT recently, and that's not to trigger Link Marines either. It's just from an observation. This type of structure that we've seen where it's been like support, resistance all throughout here. This is the same structure that we've seen for a coin like AVAX, which I'll be reviewing very shortly here. And AVAX was able to like break through. It's to be determined if DOT will break through. I don't know. Like there's other coins too that have the same type of structure that they were not able to break through. Like Alpha, I think, is one. So to me, it would make more sense that prices chops around between $30 and like $20, similar to Link. But again, it's really going to be kind of interesting to see if it can break through this $28 level. Let's look at AVAX here. AVAX, similar to DOT, like, you know, it's like similar. Like, look at this same type of structure. I mean, it's like same thing. Like you saw this area be resistance, or I'm sorry, support all along this area here. And then it became resistance a little bit lower, around $20 twice. And then price just skyrocketed up, like all the way up. And this is one of my biggest bags, so I'm like very pleased to see this. I didn't really take profit at 33. I should have. I was like pretty careless there, honestly. Like I should have definitely taken the profit. It's easy to say in hindsight, of course. But yeah, either way, like I'm still bullish on this. I think this volume is very strong. If you look at this crazy fucking volume here, I wouldn't really fade this volume personally, because it still looks strong. Now we are seeing like a pretty swift rejection, so pullback would be, it seems likely, like to 25, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see this like have more follow-up given the insane volume. But 25 is like an area of interest for me personally. If price holds above this $31 area on the daily too, that will also be like an interesting confirmation, but I'd like to see a few days over that. Let's look at ADA. ADA looks good. I mean, resistance all along this $150 area, and then exploded up. We are about to see the smart contracts, I think, deployed, and we are about to see if this actually can match the hype that ADA has had over the last several years. I mean, it's taken years for this coin, but congratulations to all the Cardano holders. We're seeing like kind of a run at these all-time high levels. I do think that like buying around this area is a little bit risky, but given the insane hype that this has, I think that it's probably fine. You are still buying in a resistance area though, like anywhere from kind of this $2.14 area to 250. This is all going to be like a big resistance area. So be kind of cautious around here. But the way that price is consolidating looks bullish to me. If we continue just like chop around here, then I expect this to like make another leg up, especially if Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, if ADA, if there's no hiccups as well with the tech. Let's look at AXS. AXS to me looks like it's potentially making another leg up. Usually in these parabolic moves, you'll just see like, you know, big move up, pullback, big move up. Or you'll also see like what Theta does is Theta just like consolidates for a while and then makes another leg up. So what we're seeing right here, I think, is just like another consolidation area. I think this is going to make another leg up. I don't really think this is distribution quite yet. I mean, these are ugly candles, I will say. And like, I thought this was distribution before, and I was clearly wrong around 40 bucks. But yeah, I mean, to me, I'll just wait until like more sell volume comes through and the overall market looks worse. But to me, it looks like this will consolidate for a little bit longer and just make another leg up. So it looks good. RUNE looks okay for me right now. I think that this does look bullish on the daily in the sense that we have kind of this higher high, higher low situation where we just like formed a low now, and then we like form another high, and it's going to be more obvious on lower time frame charts. Like if you can see here on 4 hour, like, you know, we're seeing like higher highs, and then like hopefully this is like a higher low. I do have a RUNE bag here, and it still wouldn't surprise me to see this like low consolidate as well. Similar to how I said it takes a long time for lows to form on like ETH USD, or I'm sorry, ETH BTC. It also takes a long time for lows to form. Like, and a long time is contextual, obviously. Like, you know, if something's super trending, it might only take like a few hours. If something is consolidating, it also might take a few weeks, like BTC or ETH BTC. It just depends on the overall context of it. And like right now, we're seeing this kind of form a low right now, in my opinion. And this overall, it still looks good, like decent volume for RUNE. So I still think that $10 will get tapped. I mean, it nearly did anyway, and then price will break above. It wouldn't surprise me to see like bigger resistance up here. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this overall altcoin review. Thank you for the support. Good luck.